And probably the biggest thing that I've noticed has been not only my willingness to discuss spiritual matters with people, but their responses to it. Month 3 of 12 complete.
I request the highest of fives.
Oh no.
Bible in a year for 2025, following the Ascension Bible plan, Father Mike Schmitz. And it's been a month. March was a lot for me. That's why I'm a little late getting this recap out. What all's happened? Well, in Florida, it went from -30 to a billion degrees over the course of the month. So it definitely went straight from winter to summer, which is awesome.
It's not actually.
We bought a house.
I'm for real.
Which is super exciting. We're getting ready to move right now. We're doing renovations, but also incredibly stressful.
That's an understatement.
I think we made 3 offers that were all denied at different locations before we finally found our house.
Nothing for you.
And super grateful, super blessed, excited about this new chapter in our family's life. We haven't owned a house in 10 years, so that's pretty cool. And it's definitely going to be a big transition. Just work has exploded.
I know this sounds like a humble brag.
Just been super busy with military work, civilian work, personal projects. The kids have all sorts of activity. But underlying all of this has been this just daily commitment, staying in the Word, thinking about it, discussing it, having more of these conversations.
Keep talking.
And probably the biggest thing that I've noticed has been not only my willingness to discuss spiritual matters with people, but their responses to it. Everybody has been reciprocating. Everybody's been engaged. I've had conversations with people about faith and about Jesus that I never would have before. And I'm not saying like in some super theological way.
Dude.
Just basic conversations where Christ has come up, or Jesus has made an appearance in the conversation where he never would have before.
Shalom. Me? Yes.
And I think that is amazing. I don't know if it's me projecting because I'm getting more comfortable talking about Jesus and talking about my faith because I'm doing it every single day, or what's doing it. I mean, it definitely could just be him acting through me or acting through the other person. And it's really refreshing because for so long, at least for me personally, faith has been something you don't discuss, something you don't talk about.
Do you want to talk about it? Nope.
And now it's just part of me. It's part of who I am. And why wouldn't I share it? Just like if people ask me what I enjoy to do. I enjoy working out. I enjoy spending time with my family. I enjoy reading the Bible. I enjoy discussing my faith. Those are all things that I like to do. And I shouldn't be ashamed to talk about them. And so for me, that's been probably one of the biggest spiritual transitions over this month, has just been my comfort with discussing these things and sharing, my experiences, listening to other people's experiences, asking questions, even deeper questions, and just like, oh, hey, how's it going? Really trying to get to know people and where their hearts are, as opposed to just superficial, surface level interactions. And it's just much more fulfilling. It's much more enjoyable. It's a little bit more exhausting, to be fair. It's harder when you have those kinds of conversations where you're really engaged, you're really thinking, you're really paying attention, versus
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
Nothing.
it's much harder to really get to know somebody. And I feel like that's really what I've gained from this month. The consistency has been there. Sometimes it's been a struggle, but for the most part, it's been fairly easy. Just get up, listen, read, report. That's basically my routine. And it's just been something that I'm going to continue to do. And we're about a quarter of the way done now, 3 out of 12. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm pretty sure that's 25%.
A genius.
So, we're just going to keep rolling. We're going to keep moving. We're going to take the momentum and proceed down. Oh, another huge change is I started a Skool community, which some of you may be watching this on, of, like-minded individuals. And first off, I just invited people, my friends.
I have friends.
Essentially, just people I knew personally. And it was funny, I was looking through it last night, and I was thinking I could probably write an interesting fact about every single person in our group currently.
Yeah, well, don't.
And that's super cool for me. That's fun. It's really neat that so many people wanted to be engaged. But I'm excited about getting to know new people as well, people that can come into our group and learn from us, and we can learn from them and just grow that experience. We learn either through one of two ways, either trial and error.
Ja. Yes. Goed.
You try something, it works, you do it again. It doesn't work, you change it and try it again. That's one way to learn. The only other way to learn is to be taught. Someone has to teach you. Someone has to say, hey, don't touch the stove because it's hot. If no one ever told you that, you would have to touch the stove or feel the heat before you would know that it was hot. That being said, it doesn't necessarily have to be an individual, but you can learn from books, you can learn from videos, you can learn from other people's experiences. And that's the goal here, so that we can share this and we can advance faster, so that we don't all have to touch the stove to know that it's hot. We can listen to someone else who's gone through an experience to say, okay, you know, that is something that I want to emulate, or that is something I don't want to emulate. So we can go much further together. And, you know, there's that great saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And so that's going to be the mantra, at least going forward for the next month, is focusing on how we can go further together. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the next 9 months, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care.